All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hopefully you checked out the MLB video. All right, let's talk about the NBA. We'll talk about yesterday. We went 2-2. We had Cat over 10.5 rebounds. He did not play. Dyson Daniels over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. He had 10 rebounds and 1 assist. Didn't think it would go that way, but hey, we hit it. Justin Edwards over 14.5 points plus assist. Shot volume was not there. He just did not take shots, so it is what it is. Scotty Barnes over 6.5 rebounds. This looked good. He had 4 rebounds at halftime and then just barely played in the second half. This is tanking season. So that one really, that one hurt. I felt great about that one. And then we had Rudy Gobert double-double at -110. He came through for us. Now there was 2 overtimes, so that definitely helped. But 2-2 on the day. Took a slight loss, I think 0.3 units, something like that. We've got a very interesting slate today, so we're going to go through that. And then I'm going to give you my 4 best bets. Maybe talk about some leans as well along the way. All right, jump into it. Knicks and the Cavs. We can see we got some high spreads today. 10.5 doesn't feel bad. I'll be honest. Cavs at home, 10.5 against a Knicks team on a back-to-back. I can get on board with that. It's a little too high. Probably won't bet it. I also gave out Orlando Magic -4 yesterday. It was a verbal. I didn't put it on the card, but I did say I love that, and that was a no-brainer. I did bet that. That cashed. And then the Trailblazers, I mentioned that being too high as well. So I did parlay those two together, and I did Denny Advia over 8.5 rebounds. So that was a nice little plus money cash there, and a little 3-leg parlay. All right, Hornets and the Pacers. We got the Hornets -14.5. I mean, I can't go that high. Even without LaMelo, Pacers at home, I think it makes sense. I just can't get there. So over 222.5 would be my best bet in that one. Kings and the Wizards. Again, we see the Kings -13.5. I think I can get on board with this. Wizards, terrible, full tank mode. Under 232.5 looks pretty appealing in this one. Heat and the Celtics. Is this the competitive game of the night? Yeah. Maybe second. Heat -10.5 or +10.5. Yeah, I think they get trounced. Give me the Celtics -10.5 as long as all 5 starters play. Same issues as we've been having. 3 of the 5 are game time decisions, so need some clarity on that before I feel comfortable, but I'd feel okay around that right now. Rockets -16.5 against the Jazz. Should be an absolute beatdown, but we've seen the Rockets let teams hang with them in the first half. So maybe Jazz to hang in the first half. So take the plus points in the first half, and then they get throttled in the second half. So that's how I see this game going. Over-under of 226.5. I would lean towards the under. Hawks and the Mavs. Daniel Gafford is back tonight. We got a little play on him. Mavs -3.5 with Gafford, with AD. Hawks on a back-to-back. Coming off of a pretty significant loss last night against the Trailblazers on the road. I can see it. I'm on board with it. Trae Young's a game time decision, expected to play, but yeah, I can see the Mavs getting through on this one. Spurs and the Nuggets. Nuggets -9.5. Easy play. Same thing as yesterday with the Magic. Spurs are terrible, guys. They are terrible, and they don't want to win. Pistons and the Thunder. Thunder -13.5. No Cade Cunningham, although Schroeder's been playing pretty well in that spot. Tobias Harris is a game-time decision. Duren, I mean, if there was ever a day Duren gets in foul trouble, it's today. So don't trust him. Give me the Nuggets -9.5. Actually, I'm sorry. Pistons and the Thunder. Give me the Thunder -13.5. Not going to bet it, though. Too high. And then Pelicans and Clippers. Another one is just way too high. But Clippers at home should easily cruise past this one. Money line's only -2,000. So nothing major there. Yeah, I can't. You can't take 17.5, but that's where I'm at. I would lean towards the under 218.5. If we've watched the Pelicans lately, they have not been scoring a lot of points. So Pelicans under team total, something along those lines. I could definitely get down with that. All right, best bets, get you guys on your way. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. watch the baseball video. First play is going to be OG Anunoby for the Knicks under 5.5 rebounds. He's gone over this in, I think, 3 straight, but not a great matchup here for him to get boards, in my opinion. Got this at -130 on BetMGM for 1 unit. Alperen Sengun over 9.5 rebounds. I don't know who Hui is. That should be HOU. Threw in an I there just to see if you're paying attention. -125 on Bet365. This is much higher on sharper books. So I like that. I could even go up to like 1.5 units. I'd be comfortable. I'm just going light in the NBA. Just these massive spreads. Bad day. Miles Bridges over 6.5 rebounds. System play. I've been playing this all year, guys. He has come through in spades, getting -108 on FanDuel. This is like -135 on some other sharper books. So I like the value here. Now, that said, he's going to have to do it in 3 quarters. So, if you want to fade this because of the blowout, I don't blame you. And then our final bet, a little Gafford. We're going to take Gafford over 5.5 boards, -130. Probably going to play somewhere between 20 and 25 minutes. I think this line's just too low. So give me Daniel Gafford over 5.5 rebounds. You could do some negative correlation, take him over and take AD under if you wanted to. That'd probably net you, somewhere around plus 250-ish if I had to guess. That could be a play. So those are the plays I have for today. In terms of leans, let's see if there's any leans. I definitely had leans. Trae Young under points is something that I was comfortable with. He has a really bad matchup here. So I like taking his under in points. PJ Washington, I like his over 5.5 rebounds. That line's really low. You're getting -160 on Pinnacle and Bovada, -170 on ESPN Bet, and -135 on Bet365. So definitely a plus EV play here for Mr. PJ Washington. It's just the hit rate lately is very sporadic. And I want to see how Gafford plays in. But there is EV there if you have Bet365. In the Charlotte Indy game, Hallie double-double. Something I definitely am going to look at a little bit more. His assist line, he missed it for 2 games, then he hit it against the Kings. It's just the blowout potential here today kind of scares me, but you can still get really good value on his over 9.5 assist. Let's see. Miles Turner over rebounds is another one I looked at. He's got a great matchup to get boards today. I just don't trust him because he becomes a lazy piece of shit at times. Mark Williams over rebounds. If he wasn't splitting time with Nurkic and Diabate, I would be all over this number. But because he is, it's a fade for me. Thought about fading his points. That's kind of more where I'm in line to do is fade his points today if possible. But he's just got too good of a matchup here. So I can't really get an angle to fade him in this spot, to be honest. Sacramento and Washington. Wanted to take Alex Sarr threes over 1.5, but highly, highly juiced. That's just gone insane. So 0 value there. What's something else I looked at? Sabonis rebounds at 14.5, just too much. I don't know if Monk's going to play, but his assist line's pretty low at 4.5, and he's favored to the under. So that's interesting. It tells me he's got to be on some types of minute restriction or something along those lines. So a little hesitancy there to pull the trigger. I wanted to take Jared Allen under 9.5 rebounds. That's just one of those. It's already just kind of juiced a little bit, but I do think he has a pretty bad day today, if you had to ask me. It's just the matchup doesn't necessarily favor him. He's going to be out there trying to cover Towns, who's going to be out on the perimeter shooting shots away. So that should open up the door for Evan Mobley to get some rebounds. So I do like Evan over 8.5 rebounds. This line's actually come down where it's actually bettable now. So let's include this on the card. This is going to be an official play. Evan Mobley over 8.5 rebounds, -130 for a unit on DraftKings. So this line it was 9.5. It came back down to where I feel good about it. So we're going to do a unit, -130 on DraftKings, Evan Mobley. Lock it in. All right, Max Strus under points is another one I thought about. If we can get 9.5, I'm on board. I just don't like the 8.5 because he scores most of his points with the 3. So there's some question marks there. Miles Bridges is now questionable on Wednesday. Lovely. So he might not even play. That bet could be a GG. So just know that if you're taking it. What's something else I looked at? Tatum boards. I think he's got a decent spot to get boards. I'm just not paying 8.5. So that's a pass for me. We look at his assists, 6.5. Again, just really juiced, entirely too juiced. I'd be okay looking at under 15.5 rebounds plus assists if it gets there, but doesn't look like it will. So that's a fade for me. Again, Boston, I'm just not comfortable betting on them because too many game time decisions. We don't know who's going. There's a lot of uncertainty tonight. We'll get into the last play I was looking at here. That's going to be our moneymaker, Mr. Walker, Mother effing Kessler, the machine. We've ridden him all year. He's been excellent to us. I was looking at fading his points plus rebounds, 17.5, 18.5 is what I like. My God, if you can get 19.5, this under pops up, I'm going to bang it. Or you just take his under 9.5 points if you can find it. It looks like it's already heavily juiced. So this is beautiful value. This is another play. I think we're going to put this on the card. Let's see. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's make this an official play. Under 9.5 points at -125 on Bet365. Just too good a value. We can see the sharper books are just really not on board with this. Even DK is not even sold. He gets 9. So we'll put the under 9.5 for a unit, Bet365. So those are the official plays. So adding that in now, we do have 6 official plays, but it looks like Miles Bridges probably out tonight, so I would say he's probably a no-go. So it's going to put us, right at 5 plays, which I'm cool with. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, comment down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn notifications on so you know when I post a video. Go check out the baseball video, and I'll catch you in the next one.